we are going to talk about this subject, okay? And the first question is, can technology help students think and learn more deeply? So what's your opinion, Sayonara?
I think technology can help the students because nowadays there are so many texts that can help people to search everything about everything. Because in the old times, I only could see the things on books and on big encyclopedias. And now we can go to Google and see the things, and technologies can show some data that can help the people to develop another studies that can help in the future all the students.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I'm 30 years old as well, and I think you have also shared the same experience that I use. For example, in the English class, we used to search in the dictionary for the words and things like that. So nowadays, basically, we don't need to do it anymore. We go to in Google and then we translate everything or other websites for this. So in terms of productivity, we gained so much extra time to study and to learn more. And I agree with you. I think technology can enhance our studies. Murilo, how about you?
Okay, I agree with everyone. Technology helps a lot of people because to gather data and with their data help is improving our situations. And, technology helps people search knowledge more profound, deeply. Yeah. A lot of information and improving faster improving people's all the time. And for example, BI, comparison data for improving situations in companies, in students, schools, a lot of places or people's. The technology helps search another level for human nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, and working with technology, we need to develop some better ways to study, right? Because every time technology is changing so fast, right?
It's so fast, yeah. Make sure the people's it is makes people search another level and increase autoestima of those people when can alcance the objective.
Oh, sure, yeah. It's really interesting when we say that, oh, in the past I used to study hours and hours and I didn't get my objectives. I didn't understand or learn so fast as I learned nowadays, right?
Yeah, prevent this yeah, all types. Yeah.
Okay.
Would be better.
Let's move to the next question then. Number 2, can technology empower students to control their own learning? Can you start, Murilo?
Okay. Empoderamento aqui.
Yeah.
Aqui na tecnologia poder estudantes contra o próprio aprendizado.
Yeah, self-learning.
Yeah.
Because in the past, we have that idea
For
that
example, Notion, task lists, or no?
yeah, it could be. It's a way for you to organize or to make things control. But the idea of the here is what in the past we used to.
For example, apps help is how when go to the gym or when I wake up.
Yes, great example. For example, during the gym, we need to
Control,
ask the teacher how can we do this exercise? What's the
control
better?
activities for day by day.
Yes, and we say, oh, what's the train for me today? Now with the app, the applications, you can choose yourself. Oh, today I wanna choose this exercise, for example. So
Available see I improving in this training or
yes,
students in reading books in class, for example.
exactly. Do you think technology can help us in this way of we can
Make
choose
sure
whatever we want?
for example, this class is live in YouTube, and after I can see and see my mistakes and improve with them. Yeah,
Yes, that's the idea. Exactly.
yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think technology, the only reason why we would use technology to learning in the learning process is to make us more powerful. So to help us doing this, right? I'm not in favor of the usage we saw in the video. So they basically they control too much information. They don't care about privacy in that case. But in the other hand, I am totally in favor of delegate the power to the students. So say, well, you want to study more to have these tools to improve your learning. That's what I in favor of, you know. And how about you, Sayonara?
And I can say that nowadays we can learn it by ourselves because of the development of the technologies. For example, today we are learning English in a, we can say, a app like talking that is online, and we can learn English in any hour, any day, and in the other age we just could learn English going to a school, a physical school, and had just two days of class and only read the book and listen the CD. And now we can watch the videos on YouTube. We can have a conversation online. We have many things to do by ourselves.
Yes, great example. And as you said, in the past, you need to change your schedule, change your routine to go to the school because, for example, you have only 2 sessions in the school on Tuesday on Thursday. Let's say, right? Now you cannot you don't need to change your routine. Let's say like that. You can choose the best schedule for you and say, oh no, I want to study tonight, for example, and then you go and you study. So I really enjoyed it. Okay, guys, let's move to the next one. Sayonara, can you read the question number 3, please?
What is happening in the classroom that could not be replicated by technology? be complicated.
Yeah, what do you think? Thinking about the old way of studying in the classroom, not in the digital room, some experience that say, oh, that experience is only for, we cannot do it in technology.
I don't know what to say about.
It's really subjective, right? So let me start. In my opinion, for example, I really enjoy the way we used to hang out with friends, maybe in some collaborative tasks. Let's say the teacher say, oh, tonight we are going to do a group job, and then you choose 4 colleagues, and then we are going to do a dynamic something, and in my opinion, it was really fun. I really enjoyed to do it, and I think we can try to simulate that in the technology, but it's not the same energy, when you are in the school with your friends and so on. For me, this is one of the cases. And how about you?
Okay, it's like do some activity online that we can't do it in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that.
Yes, that's the idea.
It's complicated to say it because the technology help us to do the things when we can't stay in that moment, in those moments, in person with the people, so we can get together from all the world in the same time. But in the other hand, we need to get in touch with the people to keep the contact and feel the feeling of the other people that stay with us. But this is a, how can I say, it's good and can't be too good.
Yes, I got your idea. Is you mean like we have the both sides of the coin, and also they work together, right? The digital and the presential. The better way for us, I guess, is to mix them together, right? To use both and not to try to use only one, right?
Yes, like in this pandemic, every people have to stay at home and do your working online, and many people left their colleagues and didn't see each other, just online on the video. And in the yesterday, I was in a session here that one person said that she only had her classes online, all the high school. So she didn't see another classmate. It's very difficult to make sociable things after this.
Yes, great example. Thank you. And Murilo, how about you?
Really hard question, but because everything can be by technology, but it has one thing that it can be applied by technology, cannot be. And contact peoples, and the help is more fast, or how people is feeling in exactly moment. Yeah, people's insecurity. You we help more fast these people's, and I help improving these skills, your skills. Yeah,
Yeah, you said something really interesting
it's a big
because
problem. Nowadays in the future control it.
yeah, you said something really interesting. I really enjoyed because, for example, let's suppose you are moving from one city to another, and then you just needed to switch to a new group, a new school in the middle of the year. And then you are totally new in the classroom, so you don't know your classmates. And it's really difficult for you to get in touch and to make a new friendship if it's in digital mode, right? Because everybody knew each other, and you don't need anybody. So it's really hard, right?
Everything is changing fast.
Yes,
Adapt,
yes,
adapt you with change. Yeah.
exactly. Okay, let's move to the next question. We're number 4, okay? Can you read it for us, Murilo, please?
Okay. Do you think schools and universities are qualified to use technology in learning?
Yeah, so the question is about Brazil.
Sim,
Do
sim, sim,
you,
sim, sim, sim. Tipo, for example, notebook for children, for when start schools,
yeah,
adapt and qualify. Okay, it depends of the schools or places, depends people's adapt. But it is nowadays children start to using cell phone in your house because your parents give you cell phones for their yeah, and in the schools this is help is improve schools, but it's this is limit for using not use all day, a little period of time of the day. But the universities, I think so in nowadays, and before was devagar, but now almost in places adaptable, are adaptable. Yeah.
yeah, as you said something really, really funny because it depends, right? Depends of the school and of the place. I can imagine some really small cities in Brazil, in some, places far, far away from the downtown. We see sometimes in the news people go to the school by foot and they don't even have electricity in the school, right? So, and as you said, in the other hands, we have in really in the capitals, in São Paulo, for example, which is a huge city. We have more computer in the classes and more qualified teachers and so on. So I think, as you said, in the past used to be slower, but uh, we need to develop a lot of stuff right in Brazil yet.
Because before it was hard has internet, yeah.
Yes.
Nowadays almost place has internet.
Yeah, 3G connection, and then now we have the 5G connection as well. So
Yeah,
I hope in the future everybody is connected.
yeah.
And how about you?
Free connected, free internet.
Free would be amazing.
Or satellite.
Free would be amazing. I hope so. And how about you, Sayonara?
I agree with you. I think it's not all the schools and universities in Brazil that are qualified to use technology in learning. Because you said in the countryside, there are many cities that don't have that development and don't have money to use the technology to improve the learning of their students, like smart smartphone and how is the name of the other gadget, notebooks and tablets, because I saw that there are some schools that have a tablet for the children, and it's not all the schools that have this.
Yes. That's the situation nowadays, but we hope in the future Brazil is more qualified, right, guys? At least I hope that.
But I thought very interesting in the video about China that there are schools that is all technology.
Yes, so techy, right?
So tech, yes.
Yes. And I think there is a friend of us here in TNT. He used to be in a lot of conversations, and he's also a doctor and a teacher in the University of PUC. And he has traveled to China. And always he talks about Shanghai. He said that in Shanghai, in China, the things are really techy. Everywhere you go, there are a lot of technology. They use the cell phone to pay everything. They almost don't need. They almost don't use cards. Credit card as you use it, and money in paper. They only use the cell phone to pay things. So it's unbelievable. Okay, let's move to the next question. I'm going to read it for us. Number 5. Do you think gadgets like VR, glasses, tablets, simulators, etc. are toys or tools for learning? So some people say, oh, it's more like toys. People can play with it. People can have fun, but it's not for studying. But there are other people that say, no, you can learn a lot with those gadgets. What do you think about it, Sayonara, please?
I think it just can be both, used both by learning and playing, because we can do everything with these new gadgets, and depends on how we can use and how we can separate the time to study and to have fun. I think it depends like this.
Yeah, nice. I agree with you. And also I heard that there are some games that teach kids, small kids. So we also can do this both at the same time, as you said, right? Because people can play and learn English, for example, in a game. So that could be amazing for the kids, right?
Yes, there are videos on YouTube that are like a play, teaching children to learn English, starting with the numbers, letters, alphabetization. No?
Yes, exactly. And it's really interesting because the kids, they can learn more because they are starting developing their brain, and there are a lot of physiological stuff, right, regarding this. Okay, and Murilo, how about you?
I agree, and both help is improve skills because people's adaptables more easy with thinking tools can be toys, but for example, tablets use a lot of draws for painting. People's thinking, people think is brink. Is brink or
It's playing.
Spain, yeah. But he is learning too with them.
Yes.
And facility more and more and more, more and more. And VR glasses is another good example. People like putting face,
Mhm.
and it's amazing tal, but it's improving learning a lot of too. Also, yeah. And the
Yes.
simulators, it's funny. It's funny for yeah. And learning too, yeah. Interesting question. It's facility when people create these tools, thinking in tools, it's funny facility the development of peoples, yeah, and adaptable too.
Yes, and the VR is a really nice example, and we can use it for in several ways, several different ways. In the medical school, for example, a doctor can learn how is a surgery, without being in the hospital, for example. So they are in the first 2 years of the schooling. They can put the VR and say, "Oh, this is the heart. This is," It's unbelievable to think about the future and to think, "Oh, in the future, the kids or the students can learn with the VR glass." It's unbelievable. You can even choose what field you're going to study, because you can put the VR and say, "Oh, that's I'm going to study. Oh, I don't like this profession, so let me switch and try another one." you know, because there are a lot of people, they go into the university and they say, "Oh, I didn't realize I was going to study and use this," and then they lose like 5 semesters, 6 semesters, 6 months, and then they realize, "Oh, I don't like this profession." So they can use this time.
Yeah, yeah. Another examples, simulators are planned, simulators Formula
Mm,
One, yeah, for avoid the accidents, brokens.
exactly. And it's really
Broken,
expensive, right, to go in a trip in an airplane. So if you could simulate here, it's cheaper.
yeah, it's amazing, very nice.
Nice. Thank you. Nice examples. So let's move to the next question. Can you read for us, please, Renata? Number 6.
Will all students be able to access technology to learn? I think yes. I think currently we are already doing that. Like I said in the beginning, um, technologies help us to learn many subjects. It's not English or languages. We can use the technology to study about math, about medical things, and engineering. It's very used technologies. We have simulators, like you said, that help us to learn some subject of the engineering. I think yes.
Yes, I agree with you. I think everybody will be able to use technology. What happens is that the areas or the fields in which you have more money involved, people invest more, right? And then the other fields uh, are invested less. But I think in the future, everybody will have access to this. And Murilo, how about you?
Yeah, we in future that is normal. That is will be normal because in past, it's a lot of hard. People access technology, informations. It's expensive before. In the future, this is normal. A lot of situations and people's was born with technology nowadays. Yeah, but not in general, but in a lot of countries or a lot of cities, most people has that. Yeah, for me that's it.
Yes, exactly. And the next question is kind of similar, but we can go deeply in this question, number 7, which is, can technology increase the social inequality or it can reduce it?
A little different, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Do you think technology can increase the social inequality or can reduce it? For example, if we think about the pandemic, during the pandemic, a lot of kids, they didn't have access to technology or even internet. So because of that, they didn't have classes, let's say like that, because they could access the internet and everybody had to stay at home to protect everybody from the disease, right? So do you think technology can increase or reduce? Can we start, Murilo?
For example, when internet for free all the world or all country, it's facilitated because people's can access cell phone and YouTube. YouTube is free for learning several subjects, several in my hands. Yeah, depends. Yeah, nowadays still exists a lot of inequality, and but in future nowadays better a little because people can access in cellular YouTube. I said before, and because university a lot of expensive or course in the internet a lot of expense too, and YouTube has a lot of information free for learning, and depends of the use of the cell phone or use it for social network or use it for learning. Yeah, depends of the
Exactly.
use. People's has prepared your mind or brain for learning, and the parents your parents has the perception or think this form a different form.
Yeah, we need to change the mindset of the kids and say how important it is to study and to use this technology. As you said, YouTube for me is the best platform at the internet. In this way of YouTube can really reduce the social inequality.
People know how to use it, internet and moderate, not use it for bad information. It's a bad for mind. Yeah, for can causes a lot of diseases or yeah.
Yes, at least you have a balance between social medias and studying, right? You can use social media. There's no problem on that. You can also learn in social medias, but you can try to have a balance. Yeah, we need to have a balance. And Sayonara, how about you?
I think it depends. Like you said, we can learn some on internet, and but there are people that don't have this technology on their hands, don't have good connection, don't have the smartphone to do the things. But I think with the development of the world, these technologies can, how can I say, can be with these people in the future. I think
Yes.
yes.
In the future, they can be more accessible to everybody, right? More cheaper. And in the past, the smartphones used to be more expensive. Nowadays, it's a bit cheaper, but still is kind of expensive. But maybe in the future, we can pay like less, half of the price, let's say.
Yes.
Okay, let's go into the next question. We are in number 8. What technologies can prepare students for the modern world? So if you could choose like maybe 3 technologies you like the most or 2, which technology would you choose and you think it's really important for you? It could be anything, you know, it could be an application, it could be a gadget, anything you like, okay? Sayonara, please start. It's hard, right, to think about it.
Yeah, it's hard to say something, but I could say YouTube because we have many people that are there to teach the people to learning some subjects. This pandemic is a big example of this because many people lose their jobs and had to learning a new thing to work, and saw on YouTube another job to do, like make cakes, make some food, and then they sell it, or make some clothes, some bags, and sell it. I think YouTube it's a good platform in this modern world.
Yes, I totally agree. I'm really fan of YouTube. I use it every single day. I watch a lot of videos to learn stuffs, as you said. If I could choose it, I would think I would choose artificial intelligence. I am really fan as well. I think uh, the world has changed a lot, right? With it, a lot of applications people creating artificial intelligence. I personally, I don't know how to use it, but I'm really fan of it. And also I think programming, because I think nowadays everything is about programming. They are creating a lot of robots, and in the kids in the future, the only jobs they will have available is programming. So everybody will be, we need to learn programming in the modern world. And how about you, Murilo?
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking artificial intelligence too, and, because artificial intelligence helps students anticipate information, yeah, for learning more fast. Others, a lot of situations, many situations. Uh, for me, it's hard question, but artificial intelligence, em resume, helps a lot of students in this moment. And Irene, Irene too, when opening our place in the world, our place in the world, yeah, that's it.
Yes, and also in the video, I don't know if you guys realized or noticed that the technology was scanning the kids, and they could also say, "Oh, this kid is not so paying so much attention. he's more like sleepy, I don't know, he's distracted. Imagine, guess what? The technology and artificial intelligence can predict what's your best day for studying or not, and what could you do to pay more attention. It's unbelievable, right? To think about the situation. Okay, let's move to the last question of tonight's conversation, which is, do you like online learning like we are doing nowadays and other types of online learning? And do you think can technology improve it? I don't know, using metaverse and other technologies that can help us to learn online. Can you start, Murilo?
Okay, in my case, when I was in university, I prefer presential. But when I learn it myself, I prefer online because a lot of courses and I can learn it with my time conciliation, my work, and this more specific knowledge for my area, yeah, for my skills, grant time. Make
Yes,
sure technology can improve it a lot my skills because online courses before don't has online hasn't online course. Yeah, that's it.
yes, I really like what you said about you can study in your time and you can use the best schedule for you. I remember in the past I used to spend a lot of time in the traffic, in the bus, going to a school or whatever. And now we can learn at the internet. It's really amazing.
In the past, it's more hard learning because only books, or I don't remember, I forget now, but nowadays every computer, a lot of informations for learning English, a lot of skills.
Yes, it's really better, and learning through the online platforms. It's amazing. And Sayonara, how about you? Do you like it?
I like it. Today I think that it's more easy to learn in online way, because you said in the past sometimes we had to across the city to go to the course. We had to left our school or university to go to the language school, and we had traffic, and we have to separate 1 hour to go to there. And now we can do all our things and have the time to study in every hour, like that it's almost 11 and we are studying English. And in this hour we couldn't go to the class, like it would be very insecure to go.
Yes. And also, the schools will be closing nowadays
Yes.
at that time, right? So yes, I really am a really fan of online learning, but also as Murilo said, sometimes it's good when you go and you see your friends in
Yes.
presential classes as well. So maybe the mixed way is the best for us, right? All right, so our conversation has up. Our time is up. I hope you guys enjoyed this class. I really enjoyed this session. I think it was amazing. This subject is amazing. We can talk about learning and technology at the same time. I really enjoy because we can learn new words about technology.
I like it too.
Let
Can
me
you share the link of the
Yes.
video?
I'm going to share 2 links with you guys. The first one is a survey, and there you can give us a score and say your opinion. If you like the class, if you want to talk about the different subject, you have a comments field, so you can put your opinion over there. And also click on the score you think is most suitable. And also I'm going to share the link of the conversation on YouTube, so you can watch it later and share with your friends.
Of the class, the China.
The video, the
gadgets.
China. Okay, yes, I can share as well. The last one is about the kids in China and the technology. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice night for you guys. Hope to see you soon in next weeks. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Success.
Thank you.